So there's some existing problems in the COD space right now. Today, I want to take a look at some of these issues that should have some fixes coming and major additions here in the next update coming next week with Season 1 Reloaded. Now, we will have an update tomorrow of some kind with a weekly refresh, but as it stands, there's no word if any of these changes will be included in that. So for now, while it's possible they could be coming in the next update tomorrow, I'd expect them to be at least in that Season 1 Reloaded update on the 5th. So drop your thoughts as we go along. Is there any fix or anything you're hoping in particular to see made change-wise as of the Season 1 Reloaded update next week? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below, and make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed the video or find it at all insightful, and make sure to subscribe to join the community here as we're on that road to 700,000 subscribers. Anyways, let's get into it. So firstly, starting out on the larger topic here, the bigger picture at large, we have two major things coming in relation to Season 1 Reloaded and the Black Ops 6 and Warzone experiences. Number one is the Armory. We've talked about this a bit already here on the channel, but while live within Warzone currently for existing Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 content that you may not have earned the last 2 years, it's going to be coming in its full capacity to Black Ops 6, available in the challenges menu in your barracks tab, along with your calling cards and mastery badges. It's going to be in that section there. This is going to be a repository for all upcoming Black Ops 6 content, as we've discussed before. So things like battle pass weapons, perks, equipment, anything from limited time events like the current hit list event will be put in there if you don't complete either your personal rewards or the community doesn't complete the community rewards, but only the functional content and functional items like, again, weapons, perks, streaks, wildcards, and so on. Cosmetic things like your rewards of emblems, loading screens, any charms that may be there, those will not be added to this repository system, but all that functional stuff again will be added so that if you miss out on those limited time events, you end up coming to the game after a season and you want to end up getting some weapons from like the Season 1 Battle Pass, you can do that. So that'll be coming. That's a big change and a big major feature being introduced with Season 1 Reloaded. The next of the two is Warzone Ranked Play. Warzone Ranked is going to be coming just like we have it in Black Ops 6, presumably, with some of the innovations like the SR party restrictions kind of thrown out the window, new forgiveness features like we see within Black Ops 6, and rewards unlocking immediately rather than waiting until the end of the season for them to be granted to players and then actually credited to your account at the start of the next season. Things like that is likely to be coming to Warzone Ranked Play and the big map experience on Urzikstan. However, while I'm excited at the prospect of Ranked Play and playing ranked with my friends again, going for rewards, grinding it out, fingers crossed on camos here, maybe with this introduction or with next season's Ranked Play, I'm certainly not excited for the prospect of the cheating situation, because this is where we're going to break from the minutes of this video for a second. Cheating in Black Ops 6 is absurdly bad right now. The top 250 was plagued with cheaters. Pretty sure it still is, even though Ricochet and the COD Updates Twitter was like, hey, we put out an update and banned 19,000 cheaters. Well, I don't think that that's actually the case. I've seen so many of my friends playing the game after game after game with cheaters in every single one in Ranked Play, to the point where I'm personally not touching Black Ops 6 Ranked yet because it'll just be a waste of time. And the problem is, it's gonna be that way with Warzone Ranked. I mean, for one, if it's this bad with this many cheaters paying $70 to rage hack and ruin somebody else's ranked experience, I can't even imagine how bad it's gonna be with the free offering, where you don't have to pay anything to play Warzone. Especially right up front, the teams are starting to go on holiday for Thanksgiving in the States, and while I'm all for celebrating the holidays, taking some time off here like that, that's fine, everybody deserves that, but that also means that there's likely not going to be any substantial updates to Ricochet in the next few days before launch. And frankly, I mean, what positive updates to the anti-cheat have we seen in the last, honestly, like, who knows how long? I don't even think you could say that Ricochet is asleep at the wheel, because that would require it to be there in the first place. Hell, Riot Games even just offered up a bounty for anyone who's able to crack their Vanguard anti-cheat. If COD did that, it'd be paying tens of millions of dollars a day, I bet. So while I'm excited for the prospect of Ranked Play, the prospect of it, it might be a little while until I actually jump in past launch, because it might be a waste of time. But I mean, fingers crossed that it's not. I mean, best case scenario, it's a flawless launch, there's no cheaters. Not gonna happen, but Ranked Play will be coming with Season 1 Reloaded. But beyond that, what kind of game changes can we see? What kind of fixes and issues that we have right now? What's already been noted? What's going to be coming beyond that? Let's talk firstly about gameplay changes. According to the Trello board, the official one that Treyarch and Raven end up maintaining here at this, some of the things that have been listed include fixes for the non-melee weapon being added to a dedicated melee weapon slot in new custom classes, fixes for players that have equipment cosmetics like a skin for your grenade or something like that selected that don't replenish from their reserves or quartermaster, scavenger packs, or assault resources, because the game doesn't seem to recognize, hey, that's the same thing, just skinned differently. There's been mentioned fixes for modifying attachments on blueprint weapons that do not carry over into game, which is a huge huge one. Maybe some blueprints you end up getting a free attachment that you like to see, but at the same time, for me, the ones that I've run in contact with always have like the Ames 85 blueprint from the Call of Duty Endowment Pack or something like that. It has an underbarrel grenade launcher, which I don't really care too much about. Then you have some zombies fixes, like players losing all in-magazine ammunition for some weapons when applying an armor plate. The AK-74 had some issues with the disruptive recoil pattern. Some players can also only craft one and use one lethal or tactical equipment at a time at the crafting table. Those things should be fixed out. Warzone, there's investigations into issues where players are unable to deploy kill streaks. Interactions with armor, munitions, and utility boxes when initially deployed may not be available at some points, where it takes a little bit of time to end up getting into those and getting what you need out of them. There's investigations into reports of audio issues across Warzone for all of the modes, and there's going to be a fix for a visual issue causing players to appear to take damage when entering the gulag when you don't actually. UI issues, there's been a number of these mentioned where Dark Ops challenges still showcase as classified for players who do not have these unlocked if you look at a player's either calling card they have equipped or in their calling card showcase. Medal and level up notifications no longer displaying in hardcore should be fixed out. Players may also notice some of the killer calling card challenges actually aren't apparently recording their progress in menus. Double, triple fury, and bloodthirsty killer calling cards, those are something that don't show the progress here, though it's mentioned it's still tracking, just a visual issue with the UI. The temporary workaround for this kind of stuff is to restart your application to end up seeing the current progress of your calling card, though that may not necessarily be the most ideal or convenient thing, but a workaround that works no less in the time being. It's also mentioned some players still may notice that progression levels are incorrect on the in-game scoreboards. Still see this quite a bit where somebody's rank is a level 1 or something like that, meanwhile they're like 10th prestige. So there's a lot of stuff in regards to more minor and inconvenient things, that type of stuff where there's no major changes publicly acknowledged on this Trello board. But does that mean that that's the end of it? No. There's going to be fixes additionally beyond that kind of stuff that will probably also take care of a lot of glitches. There's still a ton of these within zombies and a lot of other things that may be problematic at the moment. But also, I mean, we still have all of that content also coming as well. Multiplayer has Nuketown Holiday, plus Hacienda and Racket, those new maps, the weapons of the Maelstrom Shotgun, AMR Mod 4 Sniper, Cleaver Melee, Shrapnel Radar as a perk, High Roller as a wild card, Zombies, that brand new map of Citadel de Mor. There's going to be a lot of stuff here, and then yet throw in a bunch of stuff like weapon tuning and balancing passes, all for various number of items, and there's going to be more here on deck. So it's not like they're just taking these smaller things and calling it a day, but that is the stuff that has been publicly acknowledged as of the time being for fixes coming in the next updates. So let me know your thoughts down below. Is there anything in particular here that you guys were really hoping to see in regards to fixes and mentioned changes coming? Anything you're hoping that is unmentioned? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. But if you guys enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor, drop a like on it. Of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 6. Still a lot upcoming with Season 1 Reloaded here, so I'd love to have in the community. But for now, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care, and peace.